Have you heard one of the most famous stories of all time? The Tower of Babel. It's become a symbol of human pride, divine punishment, and the event that supposedly divided humanity forever. But is that the whole story? Did this ancient structure even exist? And is its so-called curse to thousands of languages we speak today truly a bad thing? Or could there be people among us who are actually reversing this curse? Today, we're digging deep to find out. Let's get started. The story from the book of Genesis is pretty straightforward. One people, one language, and one massive ambition to build a tower that reaches the heavens. God, seeing their pride, confuses their languages, which creates chaos and scatters the builders across the world. It's a powerful metaphor, but it has surprising roots in reality. So, did the Tower of Babel really exist? While science hasn't found a tower literally reaching heaven, archaeologists have uncovered its likely inspiration, the Etemenanke ziggurats in ancient Babylon. This was a massive stepped temple dedicated to the god Marduk. It stood nearly 300 feet tall, built from millions of glazed blue bricks, all commissioned by the powerful king Nebuchadnezzar II. For the Israelites, who were exiled there in captivity, this gigantic structure was a glaring symbol of foreign power and arrogance. Their story transformed it into an eternal cautionary tale for all of humanity. But how do different religions explain this great linguistic divide? Their answers are surprisingly different. In Judaism, it's seen primarily as a punishment for pride. The unity of a single language was taken away because people used it for a bad purpose, to rebel against God. Christianity takes this idea a step further. While different languages are a consequence of sin, God provides an antidote. On the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit descends upon the apostles, and they begin to speak in other tongues. People from all over the world hear them in their own native languages. This is a symbolic reversal of the Babel curse. Not by going back to one language, but through a miracle of mutual understanding. This introduces a key concept, glossolalia, the gift of praying in tongues, a direct gift of the Holy Spirit. It's proof that for God, you don't need one universal language to worship Him in unity. Islam has a completely different perspective. In the Quran, the diversity of languages and skin colors is a deliberate act of creation, a sign of Allah's power and wisdom. It's not a punishment, but a gift meant to allow us to get to know one another. And this brings us to the core of the matter. If Babel is a story about the loss of a common language, then who are polyglots? Polyglots are the modern-day breakers of this ancient curse. They are the people who, through their own passion and hard work, are actively reversing the judgment of Babel. Think about it. Before Babel, language was a tool of unity. Polyglots restore this idea by building bridges between cultures. After Babel, language became a barrier. Polyglots tear down these walls by learning to decipher the ancient code that divided us. Their ambition isn't to build a tower to heaven, but to build a tower of knowledge and understanding that rises above our divisions. They don't want one language for everyone, but instead they seek respect and the ability to communicate in many languages. In a way, they are symbolically healing an ancient wound. The story of the Tower of Babel still raises some fundamental questions for us today. Will we ever return to a single, universal language? In this age of the internet and the global villages, that even possible or desirable? And what language is spoken today in the city of the Tower of Babel? Well, modern Babylon is in Iraq. People there speak Arabic and Kurdish. The curse, it seems, is complete. So, does God still want us to speak different languages, but looking through the lens of Islam and the Christian Pentecost? The answer appears to be yes. Diversity is His will, or at least a tool we can use for good. So, let me ask you this. Are you afraid of God's wrath? And that's why you don't learn languages? Or could it be that by learning them, you are participating in something divine? And speaking of speaking the tongues of the gods, I mentioned glossolalia earlier. What really is this controversial gift of the Holy Spirit? Is it a true miracle, a unique psychological state? The secret language of the soul. In our next video, we will decode the mystery of glossolalia. It's going to be a powerful one. If you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button on this video. Your support is what fuels us to keep digging for these answers. Now, I want to hear your opinion in the comments below. Are polyglots truly reversing the curse of Babel? Let me know what you think. See you next time.